Hey everyone, welcome back to the Davis Manor. I'm Brittany, and today I don't know, I wanted to hop on here and kind of give you guys an update of what's going on. Sorry, the sun is in a weird spot right now, so there's probably a shadow on me, but anyway, so if you saw, first things first, if you saw my community tab or on my Instagram, or if you're friends with me on Facebook, you saw that we lost Gomer this last Thursday, and it's been really hard adjusting, because he's been with us for 10 years almost. It was just under 10 years, and he was, we don't know his exact birthday, but he was either 10 or 11. We always said his gotcha day was in December, so we always counted that as his birthday. So he would have been, by those standards, he would have been 11 this coming December. So, but either way, he was 10 or 11. He was a senior dog, especially for the bloodhound. Their lifespan's 9 to 12 years. So, I mean, he was getting up there. We knew his time was coming soon. We just didn't realize how soon. And most of you might already know, we lost Mayberry back in November of 2023. So it's been 6 months, and now we lost our other dog. So currently we have no dogs in the house, but we've got 2 kitties. This is Gatsby. And then Igor's running around here somewhere. But I just wanted to kind of touch base and share with you what we've been going through with the dogs. Mayberry was really hard, and for some reason Gomer is like really hard too. Like I knew, like I said, I knew his time was coming because he's so old, and he always was like our problem child. You know, he was really food aggressive, and he didn't get along with the cats. He hardly even got along with Mayberry. I mean, they got along. Let me rephrase that. They got along, but he just had an unpredictable tendency, and I think it came from his puppyhood, where for the first year or so of his life, he what I'm guessing was out in the woods on his own, you know, fending for himself, trying to survive. That's just kind of how I picture it, because he did come from a high kill shelter in North Carolina. And I remember seeing pictures of him and him just being like skin and bones. So I know from his puppyhood, he didn't really have, like, you know, a good family or, you know, a stable life. So I think that's kind of where that stemmed, and it falls on us for not getting him into training. But at the time, we didn't really have the means, finances, resources to get him into training. But we did our best from our own, like in our home. And I think he turned out to be an excellent dog. He was really loyal to us, and he was a good protector. And always, you know, if I was feeling sad, or if like he could tell something was wrong, he would always come to me and like comfort me. And so I think that's what makes this so hard, is that we put a lot of work into him, and he really showed out, being, you know, just the best dog. And in honor of Gomer today, I know it's a Christmas sweater, but I'm wearing this sweater that has him on it. Couple years ago for Christmas, we got Christmas pictures done. I had Gomer on mine, and Mayberry was on Drew's sweater. So that's why I'm wearing a Christmas sweater today, just thinking of my boy. It's just been so hard, like I said. So, but anyway, there's other things I wanted to talk about as well. Of course, he's constantly on my mind right now, but there are some things that are coming up that are going to be really exciting, and I wanted to share that with you. So, what else has been going on? First off, let me get my tea, because I'm already like, my mouth is so dry. And plus, look at the cute mug. keeping it spooky here all year round. Speaking of spooky, so I've been reading some books and I wanted to share some of those with you, my opinions. I have read The Haunting of Ashburn House by Darcy Coates. And then I read, what was that one? Malice House by Megan Shepherd. And then I read Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Cesare. I think I'm saying that right. And then I'm currently reading Clown in a Cornfield 2, Frendo Lives, because The Haunting of Ashburn House was just okay in my opinion. And I've read a lot of reviews that a lot of people say the same thing. It was a good book, don't get me wrong. It was my very first Darcy Coates book, but it seemed a little like, I think it is like a young adult type read, which I normally don't mind. Let me set the record straight. I normally don't mind young adult, but I just felt like it kind of had like a missing element of some sort. I'm sorry. I know the sun is like really making this weird, but I wanted to sit in my chair here with the window and the cats. So, but anyway, Malice House was, okay. I'm torn on Malice House because the beginning of the book through like maybe 3/4 of the way through, it was kind of like, it was okay. I really did like the ending though, and like how they kind of tied it together. So I guess if I had to rate these books, Haunting of Ashburn House out of 10, I'm going to say 7. Malice House out of 10, I'm going to say 6.5. Oh, I also read The Hollows by Daniel Church. And that one was also, it was a very long book. And it was also one of those where it was kind of like a slow start, but I really liked how it ended. I'm going to give that one an 8. And then the Clown in a Cornfield, the first one, I'm going to give that one. It was also like a young adult type read, but it was a slasher and I really, really enjoyed it. And I read through it in one day. I loved it. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about it, but personally I thought it was a really good slasher, and I read through it so fast. It was hard to put down. I'm giving that one a solid, I don't want to say 9. We'll say 8.75. It's 8.75 because I thought it just, I don't know, it kind of just took me back to like, it was like high school, and I don't know, it was just a slasher, a high school slasher. We'll just leave it at that. I really liked it. I'm on the second one now. So far, I'm about halfway through. I'm not loving the second one as much as the first one, but that's okay. There's always, currently the trend of books that I'm reading is that they kind of suck for the first half through 3/4 of the book, and then they get really good. So maybe I'm still holding on to this one. So it's not bad. It's just, it's a little slower than the first one. And I got it on clearance at Books A Million. It was only $7. So I'm like, that's really what made me buy the first one, because I saw this one there and I was like, okay, I'm going to get this. I'm going to order the first one online, and that's kind of how that happened. So currently in the last 2 months or so, that's all I've read. Of course, they're all kind of spooky horror type books, supernatural, creature type books. So, but yeah, that's it so far. So my number one read that if I could recommend, if you like a slasher, read Clown in a Cornfield 1 and then give the second one a shot. I can't give you a full recommendation on the second one yet because I'm not done, but here's Igor. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Come here. Come here. Oh, this is my big baby Igor. And he is my sweetest kitty cat. He's been sleeping with me for the past 2 nights now, and he just will not get off of me. Which is fine. I know he knows, like, he can tell I'm upset. So, both my cats get it, you know? Like, they didn't really care for Gomer, and Gomer didn't really care for them, but that's okay. We still love them all, and they all deserve a chance. So, but anyway, so that's the books that I've read. Next, I wanted to talk about my upcoming trip to Tennessee. We're going to Tennessee we're leaving here, hold on, let me see what day. I keep getting my days mixed up. We're leaving here on the 25th after work, so we're going to work that day, then we're going to head out. We're going to stop about halfway because it's like a 10 or 11 hour drive to get to my hometown. So leave here after work on the 25th. We'll stop halfway, probably usually like Indiana somewhere. And then we'll drive the rest to Sevierville, Tennessee. Or if you're more familiar with Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, it's all in the same county. So we'll be there Friday the 26th. We're staying just until Monday, which is the shortest trip ever for me going down there, because I usually spend like a whole week there because there's a million things I want to do, a million things I want to see. I got to see my whole family, my friends, and all this stuff. So it's a very short, very short trip. So if you were expecting to see me while I was in town and we don't get a chance, I apologize. We just kind of had to squeeze this in. A couple weeks ago, I was telling Drew, I was like, he's like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm just really homesick. And he's like, let's plan a trip. And I was like, okay, let's go. So he's the best. He's so supportive, and he's been really supportive over everything that, you know, we've kind of gone through with Mayberry, and then me being homesick, and now Gomer. He's just the best, and I just have to give him a little shout out as well for being so supportive of me and planning this trip whenever he knew, like, like Brittany's not feeling good, you know, Brittany's missing home. So, we booked a cabin, which we usually stay in the same resort every time we go down there. There's only been a couple times we go and we stay in a different place, but the resort is called Parkside Resort. It's in Pigeon Forge. It's on the very end of Pigeon Forge. It's like close to midway point, like right between Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. It's in a great location. It's super easy to get to my family's houses from there. And it's close to everything. It's close to the mountains, which I'm dying to go see. So yeah, so I'll be able to vlog that. I think I took a poll on Instagram asking if you wanted me to do a Tennessee vlog, and I think everybody said yes. One person said no accidentally, but they messaged me and told me that they meant to put yes. So it was 100% yes ratio. So yeah, I'll be able to vlog that for you guys next weekend. And one more thing I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, halfway to Halloween, we're all so excited. I've been seeing so many spooky girls on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and like everywhere talking about halfway to Halloween, so I had to jump on board with this. Last year, hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I wanted to talk about halfway to Halloween. So last year we started like a new tradition, and it's the halfway to Halloween party. And because I've always wanted to do like a themed costume party, but I don't ever want to dictate anybody's costumes for actually like on Halloween. So I thought I would do a halfway to Halloween party. That way we can do a themed costume. And so this year's theme is going to be Camp Counselor. And I think I had mentioned that in a couple videos previously or prior. It was either Masquerade or Camp Counselor. So we chose on Camp Counselor. I think we'll do Masquerade next year. And it won't be until, so halfway to Halloween is technically, I think I saw online that it is technically May 2nd this year because the leap year. But with some of our family members having kids and sports and stuff like that, the only weekend that we're going to have available even around this time frame is May 18th. So it's a little after halfway to Halloween, which is fine. Hopefully the weather will be cooperative at that time and we'll have a good party, and I'll be able to vlog that for you as well. I also had vlogged last year's halfway to Halloween party, which was Tropical Vacation. If you wanted to check that out, I can put it in the comments, or not the comments, I can put it in the description box. I think that's it for everything that I wanted to share with you in this video. I do appreciate you all sticking around and hanging out with me. And I know I haven't been posting a lot. We've been going through a lot. Everybody goes through a lot. And I never want to use that as an excuse like, oh, you know, you have to bear with me because I'm going through a lot. Like, I know everybody goes through a lot all the time. People go through worse things. Mentally, I have been trying to work on, you know, just being more positive and working on my mental health. And although all these dodgeballs are coming at me with life, I don't know. It's been tough. And I never, like I said, never want to make that an excuse of, oh, it's so tough for me. Everybody pity me, because that's not who I am. I don't want any pity. I don't want anybody to, like, you know, feel sorry for me, because there's people out there that have it way worse, you know, so. But, you know, I am human, and it's just been tough for me mentally, so. But I'll get through it, and I hope that if you're going through something, you know, that you also get through it. I know we're all strong, and, you know, life's tough, so I'm there for you, and thank you all for being there for me. But anyway, more to come, coming soon. Look forward to my Tennessee vlog, my halfway to Halloween party vlog. Yeah, and if you have any questions about any of the books that I told you about, please leave them in the comments. And I know this video is kind of all over the place. I do appreciate you sitting, hanging out, having a cozy beverage with me. But yeah, that's it for now. And I really appreciate all you guys. And if you're new here, I really appreciate you being here as well. And I know this video is a little bit unhinged and just all over the place, but that is life sometimes. So anyway, thanks you guys so much for stopping by, watching the video. Leave me a puppy or a dog emoji in the comments if you made it to the end. And I will see you all next time. Thanks. Bye. Say bye. Say bye. Look at that face. Just look at that face. Oh, you so sweet.